Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Satisfactory. This is episode 9. At the end of last episode, we finished our coal power plant, or our initial coal power plant. We might need to expand this in the future. And if you remember correctly, at the end of that episode, I was looking for what I did wrong because there was only 1125 megawatts and it should have been 1200. While I was editing the video, I figured that out. So we're going to run down here real quick and fix that. While I was running these power lines behind the base over here, or behind our coal plant over here, I was just moving a little too fast and I skipped a pole. That's all it came down to. So one of the coal generators, while hooked up to a power pole, is not hooked up to the grid. This is very end one down here. You see, I ran the line from there to there and skipped this pole. And that's all it came down to. Line from there to there, and from there to there. And then that should give us now 1200 megawatts of power. Easy fix, just hard for me to see. Now, we're going to begin our base in this episode. So our coal power's set. We've got more power than we need at the moment, quite a bit more than we need. That will go quick as we begin adding machines, but for now we need to get the at least ground floor of our base set up. And in order to do that, we're going to need quite a bit of concrete. Now, we got some concrete on us, and we got some in our storage shed over here. But we're going to be using massive amounts of concrete once we actually begin building our base. Each foundation takes 6 concrete. It doesn't matter the size. If it's an 8x1 or 8x2 or 8x4, they all use 6 concrete. Which, never made a lot of sense to me, but you would think they would change those numbers. Let's see. Let's get that in our hand. We don't have many reinforced plates on us, and I'm not sure we have many made. We've been using all we get. But, let's see here. We can, assuming we had enough, we could expand this line. This is a pure node, so this put down 120. So we could expand that, put Mark II belts down, and then expand our concrete production down here. So we get, right now we're doing 15 per minute, we could have 45. But as I get reinforced iron plates, I'll do that. But I want to talk about where our first floor of our factory is going to be. So our first floor of our factory is going to be up above all of this. So I'm trying to think, do we want the height to be set here? Or do we want it to be set up there? This is not above those. We could actually set it off of there as well. Be nice if it was up over that poison gas. Our factory is probably going to expand quite a bit beyond all this. Let's see, is the moth around here? The downside to the grasslands here is the moth is going to fly through our factory, clip through it, no matter pretty much wherever we put it. At some point it's going to clip through our factory. So we're going to choose to believe that the moth is an alien space creature that can phase through solid objects. So I thought about perhaps building the base in a kind of a weird way that'll let the moth fly through it, and then I decided, nah, just let it phase through. But I think we're going to actually set our height over there. So the ground floor of our factory is actually going to, or the first floor of our factory is actually going to be up here. It'll be above the poison gas over there. It'll be a little bit above this, so it can expand in all 4 directions and be above everything. So I think we'll go up here, set our first foundation, and determine the actual height of our first floor of our factory. want to mention again, lizard doggos. We looked for that lizard doggo in one of our previous episodes. I have yet to see a lizard doggo in this playthrough. And I'm not sure, maybe they took them out for some reason that I don't know about, or I don't know what's going on with those. Looks like this here is probably our highest point. See, this thing flies, no matter where we put our factory over here, this thing's going to fly through it somewhere. See how he flies right above everything we're building here? Now, I thought about moving it over there, or I thought about actually putting our base down there where he doesn't fly. And I thought about going over there by those pure nodes I was telling you about in an earlier playthrough, or earlier episode. But this is just too central. It's too central to everything. So we're just going to let this guy fly through us. Let's see. This is a good height, though. It seems to be above everything. I'm not sure it's above that. It's close. So what I think I'll do is I'll throw down... Let's see, I want it to point that direction as well. I want our first block oriented that way. That's about right. Go one higher than that. I'm not sure I can actually jump up there. I can't. So we'll throw a ramp in here. That should let us get up there. Should. There we go. That's not where I wanted it. Ah, well, this will work. So, now we're on the floor level here. We're gonna now these will be for several episodes. These will be just suspended in midair. So we will fix that eventually. But for now, they are just going to be suspended in air. So get used to that idea, I suppose. Now this is just going to set the height of our floor. And the reason that we are doing this is because you can see that we can go all the way over there before we run into something. Or we can go all the way to that hill back there before, or the space elevator even before we run into anything. And we can go that way quite a way, or that way pretty much forever. Excuse me. So that's the idea, is that we just have a pretty much infinite room for, not infinite, but close to infinite, or more than we're going to need for horizontal expansion. And of course we can go vertically all the way up well past the space elevator. So this is our first floor. And we're going to make this somewhat large because I need to figure out exactly where we're going to have our middle point, our item spine come up at. And I was thinking kind of right where those three storage sheds actually are would be kind of our up point for our items. Although, yeah, if we made it here, that rock is going to be in our way and anything we bring from that direction. Also, later on, we can put train stations out here, truck stations, everything else we need to feed into our item spine, our central item spine. So I think those three there is going to be about where we want our middle of our factory to be. And we're going to build from the middle out. So this is all just to determine our midpoint of our factory. I think that's about perfect. Okay, so we're going to want a 5x5 item spine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is going to be the middle of our factory. This is where we're going to bring all our items up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, we screwed that up. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is the middle point of our item. This is where we will bring all of our base items, all of our ingots up to this level to be in processing. We'll bring them up with item lists, of course. And then from here we can go up or down, however needed, to upper floors. Or back down to lower floors, or to our storage area, or whatever. So up and down. And this will be the midpoint of our factory. So everything from here will grow outwards in all 4 directions. And I'm going to work on this for a while, and I will come back and show you guys the final first floor setup once I get the initial stuff done. And I will also work on upgrading our concrete so that we will be able to use more and more concrete. But I will talk to you guys soon. We'll get to work. Okay guys, this is our template for our first floor. So the way this works is each floor will be identical to this, and we will be able to make 4 items on each floor. So for instance, this area here will be for iron plates, and obviously we can add as many machines as we want. We can expand that out as long as we want, or as far as we want that way. And this, can't really tell from up here, but it's actually raised. If you look down there, you can walk under it, and our items will come up here in the middle, and we'll be able to run our belts down this side. And after we get some more coupons and make some more unlocks, we can get the conveyor wall holes for these and just run our items out to our machines from there or from there, whichever, whenever we need it. And we can pump our items back here and back to the items button. So say that's for iron plates, and say this one's for iron rods. And then that one far side over there, that might be for like steel pipes, and that one over there might be for steel beams. So each floor can make 4 items. Each floor will be identical, moving up. So each floor will have inputs coming up to the floor, going out to whatever machines for whatever needs. Then the outputs will come back to the middle and go up or down, depending on wherever it needs to. And speaking of steel beams and steel pipes, let's go down and unlock steel. Put a ladder in over here just to get up here and down. As you saw earlier, I probably fell to my death once. Ladders are a little tricky, easy to fall off of. It's a little odd from down here, doesn't it? Like I said, it's all going to be freestanding for now. Eventually we'll put foundations or pillars or something in here, and when we're all done, we'll make this all look good. But for now and for the foreseeable future, it will all be open. Back here, what do we need for steel beams? The tier 3, basic steel production. 50 modular frames, 150 rotors, concrete, and wire. Sure we got all that. Should have set the milestones so I know how much of everything I need. Got the concrete rotors, we probably have. Yes, we do. And the modular frames over here. I actually stopped making these, but I believe we got what we need. I haven't gotten rid of our biomass burners. I did take all the fuel out, but so they're not running. But just in case we do blow the power at some point, we can throw some bio burner in there and get our power going again before we expand. Let's see here. And there we go.
Milestone reached.
In our
Steel
next
production
episode,
unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be
I didn't
constructed.
think about that.
Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Quickly released. That's basic steel unlock. So in our next episode, we will likely go and grab some coal and iron to mix together for steel and get some steel ingots going, and then I'll likely time lapse the episode like I did this one and start building our first floor worth of machines. I'll probably at least show you how I set up the machines, and I'll just essentially be copying and pasting each machine setup as I go. But I'll show you at least how I do that, and then next episode we'll get all that going. Thanks guys, and see you soon. If you've been liking the content so far, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And have a nice day.